Hello, my name is Evans Mensah, and you can relive all the fun and excitement on Top Story, Newsnight, and of course, Ghana Connect via podcast. All you need to do is to log on to my Joy Online/podcast. Search for your favorite show and relive the moment. Joy 99.7 FM, your radio for discerning listeners.
Joy 99.7.
All right, so this is still the AM show here on the Joy News channel. And this morning, as I've indicated earlier, we're going to be having a conversation about the new constitution. Now, there are some who believe the 1992 constitution, which is being used now, is not fit for purpose. Not everyone agrees. In fact, the president has had some thoughts when it comes to this conversation. Let's hear what the president, a bit of what the president has had to say about the constitution or calls for a constitutional review in recent times.
Assisted this durability. We should be very careful how we go about it. I feel very strongly on that point, and that is why I have not lent my support to the idea of this wholesale review of the Constitution. The one area which I felt required action was the one that I put before the country, which was the extension of multi-party democratic rule to local governments.
Right, so that's what the president has had to say. What do you have to say about it? You can join us and let us know what your thoughts are. You can get to our social media handles on Facebook, JoyNews on TV. And for the guest, we're having Dr. Kwame Asah-Asante. He's a political scientist at the University of Ghana. We also have Bobby Bansing, he's a lawyer. And then Dr. Hazel Berard Amwa, who's famous for her notes and publications on thought and thought leadership. She's an author, HR professional, and chartered insurer and lecturer. So we'll be bringing you that conversation. But as we do every Wednesday, we come your way with AM Business. This segment is courtesy EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Amid ongoing concerns about COVID-19 and anxiety around a third or even fourth wave, age-old industries have been rethinking daily operations, and how we pay for goods and services are certainly not being left behind. Courtesy Visa, the new buzzword is contactless. On AM Business, we explore the benefits and impact of Visa's contactless payment technology in Ghana.
Pandemic has changed a lot of things. And one of the things that we've seen a lot is the fact that people prefer to shop from the comfort of their own home. And so there's been a surge in terms of e-commerce payments. Prior to the pandemic, a lot of people had some skepticism around doing e-commerce payments. But because people were forced at home, they couldn't get out because of lockdown, they were forced to be able to transact online in the comfort of their own homes. And so we've seen a surge in e-commerce payments across the board. And we thought it would be something that would last just for the period of the lockdown, but it's something that people have gotten used to. And so the surge in e-commerce continues. That said as well, when lockdowns were lifted and people went into stores, they also want to be able to have a safer way to be able to make payments. And so we've seen that that has happened as well, that people want safer ways to try and make payments. And then within the Ghanaian payments ecosystem as well, a whole lot of different players within the industry came together to make sure that payments were seamless as possible and digital payments were preferred. As you know, the virus was carried through cash, and so people wanted to limit cash as much as possible. So digital payments was adopted across the board, and different things were put together by different people to make this happen. So we've seen e-commerce transactions increase substantially. We've got a COVID-19 tracker, and one of the things that we've seen for Ghana is just really around the surge in e-commerce transactions, as not both domestically but also internationally. As you know, most people during this time of the year, July, August into early September, travel overseas to be able to make those purchases, shop for the year for themselves, for their children, for back to school. That hasn't happened. A lot of people have not been traveling because they don't want to be burdened with being quarantined, etc. Contactless payments, that's really what it is. It's something that we introduced into the Ghanaian markets. It's been around for a while, actually. A number of our partner banks have been rolling it out. But in April this year is when we went live with full launch and roll out. We thought it was an opportune time given the fact that customers wanted to be safe when they transacted. And so it's just really a way of tapping your card onto any enabled device, contactless enabled device to effect a transaction. So basically what happens is that you make a payment, the cashier shows you the amount, you confirm that it is correct, and then you tap and pay. There's no need to insert a PIN, there's no need for a receipt. What will happen as well is if you've got alerts activated on your phone, you get a notification on your phone. So it's really so simple as that. You may probably in your shopping experience have seen some people in front of you in the queue being able to tap and pay and go. What we have seen across the globe and in Africa, Ghana, no doubt, is that consumers want to be safe. So they want safe ways when they make payments. Now, merchants as well are also looking for ways of trying to benefit from new technology. And so the benefits of contactless is that it helps merchants in so many ways, especially those that have a lot of cash within their premises. So think about coffee shops, places like parking stations, etc., with a whole lot of volume of cash. You want throughput. You want people to get through as quickly as possible. You want people to pay for a lot more goods, etc. And so with all of these different things, we really feel that there'll be a lot more throughput in terms of merchants getting through their customers a lot more quicker and being able to serve more people. And then also just the fact that people will, they won't have to handle cash. So with all of these different benefits, we really do think that it benefits the merchants, it will increase your throughput, increase your revenue, decrease your costs, because handling cash is in itself costly. So with all of these benefits, we do think that it's going to be great economic benefits for both the consumer, the customers, and then also the merchant. I think it's been very, very well received. Very, very well received. I'll give you an example. A friend of mine called me the other day, so excited. She went to go and buy fuel, and she said she was presented with the option of tapping to pay. And she said she was actually in such a rush because she had to drop off a child or something. And so she said, oh wow, it's so nice that I was able to just tap and pay and go, and not have to wait for receipts and all these different things. So it's been very, very, very well received. I'll give another example where I went into a retail shop the other day and I said, oh, can I tap? And the woman was like, oh, we know about this and we've been doing it for a while. So I think from both the merchants that have rolled it out and the consumers that are experiencing it, I think it's been very well received. what I say to everybody is that contactless cards are no different from contact cards. So all of the features and benefits and all of the security features that you put your contact card need to apply to your contactless card as well. So let me give you examples. Make sure that you always know where your card is. Don't put it in places that are easily accessible. Don't put it in your pocket somewhere or in a bag where somebody can reach. Don't do that. Make sure that whenever you make a payment, you check the amount and verify that it is the right amount. Make sure that you have alerts activated on your phone as well, so that you're able to keep track of all of your spend. And make sure that you scan your bank account on a regular basis so that any unusual activity is picked up. One of the things we really advocate is to make sure they have notifications or alerts activated on your phone, so that whenever a transaction happens, you know about it. And another thing is that if your card is lost or stolen, make sure that you block it immediately. And so to be able to do that, make sure that you have your customer representative number stored in your phone or the customer service number, so that if there are any issues, you can easily report it. So, as I said, it's new technology, but the card and the way you treat it is the same. So utilize those. Contactless payments, I mean, that's really what it is. It's something that we introduced into the Ghanaian markets. It's been around for a while, actually. A number of our partner banks have been rolling it out. But in April this year is when we went live with full launch and roll out. We thought it was an opportune time, given the fact that customers wanted to be safe when they transacted. And so it's just really a way of tapping your card onto any enabled device, contactless enabled device, to effect a transaction. So basically what happens is that you make a payment, the cashier shows you the amount, you confirm that it is correct, and then you tap and pay. There's no need to insert a PIN, there's no need for a receipt. What will happen as well is that you've got alerts activated on your phone, you get a notification on your phone. So it's really as simple as that. The Bank of Ghana has a very strong Cashlite to cashless agenda, and all different players within the ecosystem have to come around to make this happen. You also know that with the recent cash in transit heist, it's caused a lot of tension within the market, and so a lot of people are discouraging cash. So now the thing is, if you have a card where you can easily make payments, not have to have cash on you, it really helps and it just benefits everybody. So we think this is one of the ways that is going to contribute towards the cashless or Cashlite agenda. So with Visa, our mission is really to be the best way to pay and be paid by everyone, everywhere. And global financial inclusion is very, very important to us. Now, as a global company, we work in various markets, and we don't profess to know all that there is to know in a market. And so we are very, very dependent on local expertise. So we want to be able to partner with local fintechs. And in Ghana here, we've done so with the likes of ExpressPay. Partner with local fintechs who have solutions that are geared for the markets, and also work with different regulators as well to say, and policymakers to say, what is going on in the market, how can we help you? So we are very much around African solutions for African problems, payments being one of them as well. So in Ghana, one of the things that we're looking to do is just really bring about wearables, so being able to tap to pay with your phone, with the ring, for example, use your mobile phone as a device that you can just tap to pay. So where the payment credentials are on the phone itself, you can just tap and pay. But the base of it all is that you need contactless. So that's why it's so important for us to be able to get contactless right.
All right, so that's all you need to know about the contactless payment system, the contactless Visa card. One of the tips that I'm taking from it is, and I recommend for everybody else, is the fact that it's important that you turn on your notifications on your phone so that each time there's a withdrawal or a transaction on your card, you get the notification. Just in case if it turns out that somebody has taken your card and they're abusing it or using it, then clearly you get the notification. You can stop it before it's too late. So yes, we're promoting a Cashlite economy, and it'd be wonderful to have a Cashlite economy. That way we're not spending so much on hard currency or cash, and spending so much on having to print new notes all the time. And that way as well, you're also reducing the incidence of robbery, because if people know that you have cash on you, then they want to rob you and take your cash. But if you're carrying a card, it becomes a lot less difficult, because yes, even though there are instances where I'm here, a robber will send you to an ATM and tell you that you should withdraw cash for you.